by way of conclusion, I don't think there's any conflict at all between Christian belief, or theistic belief more generally, and evolution.
So is evolution consistent with Christianity? Charles Darwin's book, Origins, was full of religion. How inexplicable are these facts on the ordinary view of creation? These, for example, are utilitarian arguments. Utilitarian arguments are anti-Christian. Rebuttal number one is that Darwin was merely doing reductio theology. That is, Darwin was merely showing how the prevailing religious beliefs about origins had failed. They were not Darwin's beliefs. They were the prevailing beliefs. This is the reductio argument, and it is false. These analogies are utterly inexplicable if each species has been independently created. This doesn't come from Linnaeus. It doesn't come from natural theology. Darwin was not reflecting the prevailing religious beliefs. Darwin was stating his own religious beliefs. You can see it right here in this example. This is a claim about God. This is a religious claim. Darwin was not doing reductio theology. Darwin was proclaiming his own theology. Well, not merely his own, because it was handed down from Christians in previous centuries. But it was a theology that required evolution to be true. If you do not understand this, then you do not understand evolution. Rebuttal number two has to do with the genetic fallacy. There are non-empirical influences. These influence the genesis of the new theory, but then the new theory stands alone. So, for example, initial religious influences do not mean a theory is religious. The theory moves on, leaving the influences behind. The theory is decoupled from its history. This is a terribly naive history of evolution. For example, evolution continues to be justified and mandated by the same religion. It is the same as with Darwin. You see it in the post-Darwin apologetics literature, such as Why Evolution is True by Jerry Cohn, 2009. What I mean by bad design is the notion that if organisms were built from scratch by a designer, they would not have such imperfections. The particular bad designs that we see make sense only if they evolved. The religion continues to be key because the science continues to contradict. Evolution lacks a plausible cause. How fundamental innovations originate in evolution remains one of the most enigmatic questions of biology. But evolution must be true. So evolutionists claim evolution is both a fact and a theory. A fact because from religion it must be true. A theory because there is no plausible cause. Evolution as fact and theory. The theory part is provisional because they don't know how it worked. The fact part draws on different evidences, such as the observational evidence. But wait, observational evidence doesn't help. And epigenetics contradicts evolution. You can see that in my DNA methylation playlist. What else? Oh, the fossil record, the fossils. But the fossils also contradict evolution. What else? Oh, imperfections, of course. Imperfections in organisms record historical common descent. The utilitarian argument. This is religious. Let's look again. Imperfections in organisms record historical common descent. Evolutionists claim imperfections record common descent. That is religious, not atheism, not materialism, religious. If you don't understand that, you don't understand evolution. The theory has not moved on. The situation today is the same as with Darwin. The theory is religiously driven. Let's look at an example, plenitude. Common ancestry is an overwhelmingly well-supported hypothesis, says this paper, continuing, in principle, a single characteristic that could exist in very many alternative states can provide evidence of common ancestry when the states seen in a clade or life as a whole occupy a smaller subset of state space than would be expected under separate ancestry. This is plenitude. If you don't understand that, you don't understand evolution. Plenitude is a theological doctrine. Plenitude is not theologically neutral. Plenitude is not biblical. Plenitude is not Christian. If you want to learn more about this, here's one of my papers on the subject, linked above in the description section. Plenitude is one of many theological traditions mandating evolution. You can see the rest of them in my theological naturalism playlist. So let me be clear. If you say evolution is theologically neutral, biblical, consistent with Christianity, then you are perhaps unwittingly promoting a lie, a dangerous, deceptive lie. So my message to Christians like William Lane Craig, Francis Collins, Alvin Plantinga, and all the others is to declare unequivocally that evolution is not biblical and evolution is opposed to Christianity. Because if you now say evolution is theologically neutral, biblical, or consistent with Christianity, then you are lying.